Want to land your dream support worker job? In this video, we'll reveal the top 20 interview questions you're most likely to face and exactly how to answer them. Whether you're new to care work or looking to advance your career, these tips will boost your confidence and impress any employer. 1. Tell me about yourself. I'm a compassionate and dedicated individual with a strong passion for helping others live their best lives. I've spent the last few years developing my skills in care environments, supporting individuals with physical disabilities, mental health challenges, and learning difficulties. I'm known for being patient, a good listener, and dependable, always putting the needs and dignity of those I support first. I've completed training in safeguarding, first aid, and person-centered care, and I thrive in team environments where communication and empathy are key. Outside of work, I enjoy volunteering in my community and continuously seeking ways to grow both personally and professionally. I'm now excited to bring my experience, positive attitude, and strong work ethic to a support worker position where I can truly make a difference in people's lives. 2. Why do you want to be a support worker? I want to be a support worker because I have a deep desire to make a meaningful difference in people's lives. Helping individuals maintain their independence, dignity, and quality of life is incredibly fulfilling to me. I'm naturally empathetic, patient, and a good listener, qualities that I believe are essential in this role. I'm inspired by the opportunity to support people through daily challenges, whether it's offering emotional support, assisting with tasks, or simply being someone they can rely on. I've always wanted a career that's both rewarding and impactful, and support work gives me that purpose. I find joy in building trust and positive relationships with those I support, and I'm committed to promoting their well-being, respect, and rights at every stage of care. 3. What do you understand by the term person-centered care? Person-centered care means putting the individual at the heart of every decision and action taken regarding their support. It's about seeing the person as a unique individual with their own preferences, needs, values, and life experiences, not just focusing on their condition or disability. This approach respects the person's choices, promotes independence, and encourages active participation in their own care. It involves listening carefully, building trust, and supporting them in ways that align with their personal goals. For example, tailoring daily routines or activities to suit their lifestyle and respecting cultural or religious beliefs. Person-centered care ensures dignity, compassion, and respect are maintained at all times. Ultimately, it's about treating people as equals, empowering them, and making sure they feel heard, valued, and in control of their own lives. 4. How do you handle challenging behavior? When dealing with challenging behavior, I remain calm, patient, and professional at all times. I understand that such behavior often stems from frustration, fear, or unmet needs, so I try to identify the root cause by actively listening and observing. I use de-escalation techniques such as speaking in a calm tone, giving the person space, and showing empathy. Clear communication and setting respectful boundaries are also important. I follow the individual's care plan and work closely with colleagues to ensure consistency and support. If necessary, I document the incident accurately and report it according to the organization's policies. My focus is always on ensuring safety, preserving dignity, and using a person-centered approach to help the individual regain control. Continuous training and reflection help me improve how I manage these situations. 5. Describe a time you had to remain calm under pressure. During a busy shift at my previous care role, one of the service users became distressed and began shouting while another needed immediate assistance with medication. The environment became tense, and other residents were starting to feel unsettled. I took a deep breath, prioritized tasks, and calmly reassured the distressed individual by speaking gently and listening to their concerns. I then alerted a colleague to assist with the medication so both needs were addressed promptly. By staying composed and focused, I was able to manage the situation without escalating it further. My ability to remain calm helped restore a peaceful atmosphere quickly. I believe that staying professional and thinking clearly in high-pressure situations is essential in support work, and I always strive to maintain that approach under stress. 6. How do you maintain professional boundaries with clients? Maintaining professional boundaries is essential to building trust and delivering safe, respectful care. I always ensure my relationship with clients remains professional by being friendly, supportive, and compassionate, without becoming overly personal or emotionally involved. I avoid sharing personal details, accepting gifts, or engaging in outside contact such as social media. I follow the agreed care plan, respect the client's privacy and dignity, and never let my own feelings influence decisions. If a client becomes too attached or makes inappropriate requests, I handle it calmly and report it to my supervisor. I also stay updated on safeguarding and boundary training to ensure I follow best practices. Keeping clear boundaries helps protect both the client and myself while ensuring the highest standard of person-centered, professional care at all times. 7. What would you do if a client refused to take medication? If a client refused to take their medication, I would remain calm and respectful, recognizing their right to make their own decisions. I would gently encourage them, explain the importance of the medication, and try to understand the reason behind their refusal, whether it's due to side effects, fear, or confusion. I'd never force them but would ensure they feel heard and supported. If the refusal continues, I would document the incident accurately and inform the appropriate healthcare professional or supervisor in line with the care plan and company policy. Communication and patience are key, and I would monitor the client's condition for any changes. Ultimately, I aim to support the client's autonomy while ensuring their safety and well-being, working collaboratively with the care team to find a suitable solution. 8. How do you handle confidential information? Handling confidential information with care and professionalism is a key part of my role as a support worker. I always follow data protection laws, such as GDPR, and my organization's confidentiality policies. I only share personal information on a need-to-know basis with authorized individuals involved in the client's care. I never discuss clients outside of work or in public places, and I ensure that all records, whether digital or written, are stored securely and accessed appropriately. When handling sensitive conversations, I ensure privacy and speak respectfully. If I'm ever unsure about sharing information, I seek guidance from my manager. Protecting a client's confidentiality builds trust, shows respect, and ensures ethical care. I take this responsibility seriously and complete regular training to stay updated on best practices. 9. Describe a time you worked as part of a team. While working in a residential care home, I was part of a team supporting several clients with complex needs. One day, we had a staff shortage, and the workload increased significantly. To manage effectively, we quickly organized roles based on each person's strengths. Some focused on personal care, others on meals or medication. I took the lead on assisting clients with mobility while communicating closely with my team to ensure everyone's needs were met. We supported each other throughout the shift, shared updates, and kept a positive attitude. By working together and staying flexible, we provided high-quality care without compromising anyone's well-being. This experience showed me the value of teamwork, clear communication, and mutual support, especially in high-pressure environments. It reminded me how collaboration leads to better outcomes for both staff and clients. 10. How do you prioritize tasks during a busy shift? During a busy shift, I prioritize tasks by assessing urgency, client needs, and safety. I start by reviewing the care plan and identifying time-sensitive tasks such as medication, personal care, or meals. I also consider individual preferences and routines to ensure person-centered care. If multiple tasks arise at once, I stay calm, communicate with my team, and delegate where appropriate. I'm flexible but focused, constantly reassessing the situation throughout the shift to respond to changes or emergencies. Clear documentation and handovers also help keep things organized and consistent. By staying organized, communicating clearly, and remaining client-focused, I ensure that the most important needs are met efficiently. My goal is always to deliver high-quality care, even under pressure, while making sure clients feel supported and respected at all times. 11. What would you do if you witnessed abuse or neglect? If I witnessed any form of abuse or neglect, I would take it extremely seriously and act immediately in line with safeguarding policies. First, I would ensure the immediate safety of the individual involved, removing them from harm if necessary and safe to do so. I would remain calm and supportive, avoiding confrontation, and then report the incident to my manager or safeguarding officer without delay. I would also make a clear, accurate, and confidential written record of what I observed, including dates, times, and details. I understand that it is not my role to investigate, but to report concerns through the correct channels. Everyone has a right to feel safe, and I am fully committed to protecting vulnerable individuals and ensuring all care is delivered with dignity, respect, and compassion. 12. How do you support clients with communication difficulties? Supporting clients with communication difficulties requires patience, empathy, and the right techniques. I start by understanding the individual's preferred communication method, whether it's verbal, nonverbal, sign language, gestures, or using communication aids like picture boards or technology. I always speak clearly, use simple language, and give them time to process and respond. I maintain eye contact and pay close attention to body language and facial expressions. If needed, I involve speech and language therapists to ensure tailored support. I avoid making assumptions and regularly check for understanding to make sure the client feels heard and respected. Building trust and a calm environment also helps ease frustration. My goal is to empower each client to express themselves comfortably and confidently, ensuring they stay involved in decisions about their care. 13. Tell me about a time you handled a medical emergency. During one shift at a residential care home, I noticed a client suddenly becoming unresponsive and showing signs of difficulty breathing. I remained calm, quickly checked their airway, and called for emergency assistance while asking a colleague to inform the manager. I followed our emergency protocol, placed the client in the recovery position, and monitored their breathing until the paramedics arrived. I kept reassuring the client and those nearby to prevent panic. Once the client was taken to hospital, I completed an incident report and reflected with the team on the response. The experience highlighted the importance of staying calm, acting quickly, and knowing emergency procedures well. It reassured me that my training was effective and reinforced my confidence in handling medical emergencies professionally and responsibly. 14. What is your approach to promoting independence in clients? My approach to promoting independence is centered on empowering clients to do as much as they can for themselves, while providing support only where needed. I begin by understanding their abilities, goals, and preferences through active listening and respectful communication. I encourage them to make their own choices and participate in daily tasks, such as dressing, preparing meals, or managing routines. I offer guidance and reassurance without taking over, helping to build their confidence and self-esteem. Where appropriate, I use assistive tools or adapt activities to match their capabilities. I always work within the care plan and collaborate with other professionals to support their progress. Promoting independence not only improves quality of life but also respects each individual's dignity and right to lead a fulfilling, self-directed life. 15. How do you ensure the safety of vulnerable individuals? Ensuring the safety of vulnerable individuals is my top priority. I follow all safeguarding procedures, risk assessments, and care plans to provide safe, person-centered support. I stay alert to changes in a client's physical or emotional condition and report concerns immediately. I maintain a clean, hazard-free environment and use proper moving and handling techniques to prevent injury. I respect boundaries and ensure clients feel secure and respected at all times. Clear communication helps me understand their needs and preferences, and I encourage them to speak up if something feels wrong. I also promote independence safely, supporting clients in activities without putting them at risk. Regular training in first aid, safeguarding, and health and safety keeps my knowledge up to date. Safety is about being proactive, observant, and always acting in the individual's best interest. 16. What experience do you have with personal care? I have hands-on experience providing personal care in both residential and home care settings. My responsibilities have included assisting clients with bathing, grooming, dressing, toileting, and mobility support, always ensuring their dignity, privacy, and comfort. I tailor each task to the individual's preferences and care plan, encouraging independence wherever possible. I'm trained in safe moving and handling techniques, using hoists and other equipment when needed. I also monitor skin integrity, help with continence care, and maintain hygiene to prevent infections. I understand how sensitive personal care can be, so I always communicate clearly and respectfully to make clients feel at ease. I follow strict health and safety guidelines and ensure proper documentation of all care provided. My goal is to deliver personal care with compassion, respect, and professionalism at all times. 17. How do you manage stress in this role? Working as a support worker can be emotionally and physically demanding, so managing stress is essential. I stay organized by planning and prioritizing tasks effectively, which helps reduce pressure during busy shifts. I remain calm by focusing on solutions rather than problems, and I remind myself of the positive impact I'm making in people's lives. I also take short moments throughout the day to breathe deeply and recenter when things feel overwhelming. After work, I reflect on the day, talk to supportive colleagues, and engage in activities I enjoy, like walking or reading. I never hesitate to seek guidance from supervisors when needed, and I value regular training to feel more confident in my role. Looking after my own mental well-being allows me to provide consistent, compassionate care to others. 18. What would you do if a client made an offensive comment? If a client made an offensive comment, I would remain calm, professional, and avoid reacting emotionally. I understand that some clients may express frustration or behave inappropriately due to medical conditions, mental health issues, or confusion. I would assess the situation, respond respectfully, and if appropriate, explain why the comment is unacceptable, always maintaining a supportive and non-confrontational tone. If the behavior continues or crosses boundaries, I would follow my organization's policies by documenting the incident and reporting it to my manager or safeguarding lead. It's important to protect the dignity of everyone involved while also ensuring a safe and respectful environment. I believe in setting clear boundaries and promoting mutual respect, while still showing empathy and understanding for the challenges clients may be facing. 19. How do you stay updated with care standards and training? I stay updated with care standards and training by regularly attending mandatory and refresher courses provided by my employer, such as safeguarding, manual handling, infection control, and first aid. I also take responsibility for my own learning by reading updates from reputable sources like the Care Quality Commission, CQC, and Skills for Care. I stay informed about changes in legislation, best practices, and person-centered care approaches. I actively participate in team meetings and supervisions where we discuss current procedures and any updates and policies. If I'm unsure about something, I don't hesitate to ask a supervisor or seek guidance from colleagues. Continuous learning is essential in care work, and I believe staying informed not only improves my skills but also ensures safe, high-quality support for the people I care for. 20. Why should we hire you for this role? You should hire me because I am a compassionate, reliable, and hardworking individual who is truly passionate about supporting others. I bring a strong understanding of person-centered care and have hands-on experience providing support with daily tasks, emotional well-being, and promoting independence. I am patient, a good listener, and always treat clients with dignity and respect. I follow care plans closely, communicate well with both clients and colleagues, and handle challenging situations calmly and professionally. I'm also committed to ongoing learning and staying up to date with care standards and safeguarding practices. Most importantly, I genuinely care about making a positive difference in people's lives. I believe my values, experience, and attitude make me a great fit for this role, and I'm excited to contribute to your team.